The covenant of salt. Not referenced very much in scripture, but a little bit. King David had a covenant of salt that represented an unbroken promise by Yahweh to keep his line in control of the throne throughout eternity. Salt in ancient times has significance in ritual for representing long-term contracts. It's used as a preservative even to this day for cooking purposes. In the Old Testament, it was a necessary part of every offering brought to the temple. Every offering, even the grain offering, had to be salted. Everything brought before the Lord has to be salted. Everything. So in the New Testament, when they were telling us to be salt and light in the world, so your sacrificial offering needs to be salty. Salt represents unbroken contracts, right? So if in the negotiations between Palestinians and Israelis for that peace contract we're all watching out for to happen, described from the book of Revelation, I would suggest to the ambassadors and the delegates in the next meetings to perform a salt ritual. Not just have salt on the table when they're having fancy lunches and dinners, but have an actual ritual of mixing of salt in a bowl and passing the bowl around so that the seemingly opposing parties involved then recognize a contract. The Arabs, Persians as well, all Middle Easterns in general, recognize the hospitality of salt, which stems back from ancient days, because salt was hard to come by, but living in desert climates, you needed salt to keep your electrolytes balanced. So carrying salt was customary and necessary for survival, actually. So sharing salt with someone a long time ago meant you were willing to give up something precious in exchange for friendship, so that you could both survive a harsh environment. So I suggest that's what they do in the next meetings. Just perform a ritualistic sharing of salt that will get the parties involved in the right frame of mind and get them open to contract negotiation, and then they can settle the score once and for all. They could lay aside their differences because they will be put into a state of mind of cooperation, hospitality. Arabs are bound by hospitality. If you bring them salt in their home and it's an accepted exchange, then while in their presence they have to protect you. That's their cultural construct. So in international contract negotiations, any good businesswoman or man should know. Dig into the customs of the local culture and use it to your advantage. Spread the word. Thanks, y'all.